E.N.D here, day 5 for the spoilers of CoreSet 2021. Let's see the cards that have been spoiled today. Valorous Steed for 4 and 1 white, it's a 3/3 Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance. Drowsing Tyrannoid for 1 and 1 green, it's a 3/3 Defender. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it loses Defender. Cyber-Tooth Devourer, 3 and 1 green, it's a 3/3. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it and untap it. Traveler's Snout, 2 and 1 green, it's a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you choose one, you put a +1/+1 counter on it, or you gain 4 life. Chandra Magmat, for 1 and 1 red, it's a 2/2. You tap and deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Celestial Executioner, 2 and 1 white, it's a 2/3. For 1 and 1 white, you tap and tap target creature. You can activate this ability only if you control a creature with flying. Tempered Veteran, for 1 and 1 white, it's a Human Knight. For 1 white, you tap and you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature that has a +1/+1 counter on it. And 4 and 2 white, you tap and put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Vrynwingmare, 2 and 1 white, it's a 2/1, it's a Pegasus, it has flying, non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. Furious Rise, 2 and 1 red. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until you exile another card with Furious Rise. Gormand, 4 and 2 black, it's a 5/5. As an additional cost to cast the spell, you need to sacrifice a creature. It has flying, it has trample. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Miscast, 1 blue. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 3. This is a very interesting and it's a very good counter spell. You counter only instant or sorcery, but it's a 1 blue. Conclave Mentor, 1 green and 1 white, it's a 2/2. Centaur Cleric, if 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on the creature instead. When it dies, you gain life equal to its power. Barfist Oak, 2 and 2 green, it's a 2/3. Whenever you draw a card, it gets a +2/+2 until end of turn. Wildwood Scourge, X green, it's a 0/0, enters battlefield with X +1/+1 counter. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on another non-Hydra creature you control, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. Thieves Guild Enforcer, this is the first rare, it's a 1 black, it's a 1/1, it has flash. Whenever Thieves Guild Enforcer or another rogue enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2 cards. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, it gets +2/+1 and has Death Touch. Remember, this is a 1-drop for black, which means it's a very good spell. Subira Tulsidi Caravaneer, 2 and 1 red, it's a 2/3 Human Shaman, legendary creature, it has haste. For 1 any color, another target creature with power 2 or less can be blocked this turn. For 1 and 1 red, you tap, discard your hand until end of turn. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. Sixpaw Weaver, 2 and 1 green, it's a 1/4, reach, hexproof from blue. Whenever it deals damage, gain 1 life and create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. GARRUK's Herald, 1 and 2 green, it's a 4/3, it's a beast, hexproof from black. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards from top of your library. You may reveal a creature or GARRUK planeswalker card among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. Felon Sovereign, 2 and 1 green, it's a 2/3. Other cats you control get +1/+1 and have protection from dogs. Whenever 1 or more cats you control deals combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that players control. Here we have the extended version for Felon Sovereign. Obviously these cards can only be found in the collector booster packs. GARRUK Unleashed, this is the GARRUK Planeswalker, this is the last Planeswalker spoiled for CoreSet 2021. 2 and 2 green, it's a 4 loyalty counter. +1 up to 1 target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. -2, you create a 3/3 green beast creature token, then if an opponent controls more creature than you put a loyalty counter on GARRUK. The -7, you get an emblem. At the beginning of your end step, you may search your library for a creature card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. The ultimate of GARRUK, it's a very strong ultimate. Why? Because with this particular ultimate, you can put in play any creature on the battlefield. That means you can put creatures like Emrakul, creatures like, let's say, Agent of Treachery. I know it's banned in Standard, but it's not banned in other formats like Pioneer or Modern. So with this card, you can put any creature on the battlefield. It's a very strong card. We have the showcase version for GARRUK Unleash. This is the green showcase. Every Planeswalker in CoreSet 2021, there's one for every color, including colorless, which is Ugin, will have this type of particular showcase for the color, and any card referring to that Planeswalker will have the same showcase. And we have also the borderless version of GARRUK. For Planeswalkers in CoreSet 2021, there will be 3 versions. That is the normal card, that is the showcase, and the borderless version of the card. These were the cards spoiled for today. Follow the arrow, subscribe to my channel for more and more spoilers about CoreSet 2021, news about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.